The heart is an organ located in the thoracic cavity. Its wall is composed of 3 layers: the endocardium, the myocardium, and the epicardium. It is located within a sac known as the pericardium. Now let's see each layer in more detail, from the innermost to the outermost. Starting with the endocardium, it is the innermost layer of the heart which faces the lumen. It contains the endothelium, which is a simple squamous layer of epithelial cells, the subendothelial layer, which is made up of loose collagenous connective tissue, elastic fibers, collagen fibers, and smooth muscle cells, and finally the subendocardial layer, which is the layer of the endocardium closest to the myocardium. It contains connective tissue, and very importantly, it contains Purkinje fibers. In this slide, we can see a clear image of Purkinje fibers. Purkinje fibers are specialized cardiomyocytes, which are part of the conducting system of the heart. They are larger and paler than normal cardiomyocytes. They are paler due to their higher glycogen content, and glycogen is eosinophilic. The cardiac conducting system is responsible for the spontaneous generation and coordinated conduction of electrical impulses, which stimulate the working myocardium and result in rhythmic contraction of the heart. The next layer is the myocardium. It is the middle and thickest layer of the heart wall. It contains a high number of working cardiomyocytes, meaning they have a contractile ability. Between neighboring cardiomyocytes are special connections known as intercalated discs. The myocardium is thicker in the ventricles than in the atria, and it's thickest in the left ventricle, since it needs a lot of contractile strength to push the blood into the systemic circulation, which is under higher pressure. We can also distinguish a large amount of vessels supplying these working cardiomyocytes with oxygen. The final layer of the heart wall is the epicardium. It is the outermost layer of the heart. It is formed by the visceral layer of the serous pericardium. You will understand later what this really means. It contains lamina propria, which is loose collagenous connective tissue, mesothelium, which is a layer of simple squamous epithelium on the outermost surface of the heart, and separating the epicardium from the myocardium is the subepicardial layer. It is made up of a thick layer of adipocytes, which serve to cushion and protect the heart. Within this layer, we can also find the coronary arteries. As we mentioned earlier, the heart is contained within a sac known as the pericardium. It can be separated into the serous pericardium and the fibrous pericardium. The serous pericardium contains 2 layers: the visceral layer, which we know now forms the epicardium, and the parietal layer, which is attached to the fibrous pericardium. Between them, there is a narrow cavity called the pericardial cavity. Inside this cavity, there is fluid called serous fluid, and it functions to reduce the friction of the heart during its movement. The fibrous pericardium is composed of dense collagenous collective tissue. It functions in anchoring the heart to the surrounding structures, anteriorly to the sternum and inferiorly to the central tendon of the diaphragm.